Winter in southwestern Ontario looks peaceful on the surface, but every year, something we barely notice is building up in our rivers and drinkable water. We use massive amounts of road salt to keep streets safe. It feels harmless, but most of that salt doesn't disappear in spring. It washes into creeks, rivers, and soil, where it begins to accumulate year after year. Here in the Waterloo region and across other areas of southwestern Ontario, chloride levels are rising in the Grand River and nearby creeks. Some waterways already exceed federal water quality guidelines. Salt pollution harms fish, plants, and in other extreme cases, even affects groundwater sources we rely on for drinking. Like most people here, I walk past salt piles every winter without thinking twice. But knowing how much ends up in our water changes how I see the season. The white lines on the sidewalks aren't just for safety. They're part of a growing environmental problem happening right where I live. This isn't just a problem here. In Minnesota, one of the coldest states in the US, road salt has already pushed more than 50 lakes and streams past safe chloride levels. Researchers there say that once salt settles into a lake, it stays trapped for decades. This situation mirrors exactly what we're starting to see in southwestern Ontario. Minnesota's research shows what long-term salt use really does to fresh water. According to the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency, more than 50 lakes and streams are already classified as impaired because of high chloride, and dozens more are close. Scientists there warn that once chloride sinks to the bottom of a lake, it can stay trapped for decades. Studies across North America and Europe show the same pattern. When salt builds up year after year, lakes become more stressed. Reviews of hundreds of freshwater studies have found that rising chloride levels kill sensitive species, reduce biodiversity, and even change the chemistry of the water itself. Climate change makes us worse. Winters are becoming more unpredictable, and freeze-thaw cycles are happening more often. When roads ice over, suddenly, cities respond with more salt. That creates a feedback loop. Unstable winters lead to heavier salt use, and heavier salt use adds even more pressure on our waterways. But there are solutions. Minnesota is experimenting with liquid brine, which uses far less salt while still keeping roads safe. Other cities mix sand and salt to cut down on usage. And communities are turning to green infrastructures, things like rain gardens and permissible pavement, which help filter runoff before it reaches rivers. In the future, it's important to remember that small choices matter. Clearing snow early, for example, before it freezes, reduces the need for salt, or using only a light sprinkle instead of dumping a full cup protects waterways. Even switching to pet-safe de-icers makes a difference. When whole communities make these small shifts, the impact is real. Waterloo, Ontario, and Minneapolis, Minnesota show how a simple winter habit can shape entire ecosystems. Salt keeps us safe, but it also leaves a lasting mark on our water. Protecting fresh water starts with awareness and small, steady changes right here at home.